Nova Scotia's organic to the land. I'm back. My name is Hilda, and I am coming to you from Lakeel, Nova Scotia, on this beautiful, sunny, yet a little bit breezy Friday afternoon. I am doing a check in today because, as you can tell, I have been absent from the camera, and there's been a reason for that, as I expressed in a previous video. That with this current upgrade and cleansing process that we are all going through, I too am going through that. And I am taking the time to actually be more silent and in my solace and allowing myself to go through the process, because I don't know about you all, but it has been a process. And I signed on for the process, so I'm here. And I'm just want to check in with you all to see where you all are at. And I just want you to know that if you have been going through, because it's actually an upgrade that you're going through. However, before we can upgrade, we have to descend before we can ascend. And what do I mean by that? This week has probably been filled with a lot of memories from the past or people coming in from the past. We're being challenged with all of this because what does not belong with the upgrade needs to go. But if we have traumas or unfinished conversations that lay inside of us, it is affecting us. So this is the time to clean all of that out. And that strawberry moon in the portal is helping to initiate that process, whether you want it or you don't. A lot of things that are happening right now in terms of the planets and the way that they are aligned is upgrading us, whether we want it or not. And some of us are finding that upgrade a little harder because, you know what, we haven't done the necessary work that is required, which is the healing work, which is the letting go. I often say, when new information appears, I reserve the right to change my mind from an old thought process. If you get stuck in the dogma of a programmed thought process, it definitely can stop your progress. It will stop you from moving forward. And there are many things out there that we have been programmed to believe that are true. But you know, we are living in the time of where the veil has been lifted and the truth is really being revealed. Lots of truths, as well as lots of breakdowns. So it can be an extremely challenging time. I myself, because it is just me, I've been blessed, I guess, to go through this upgrade, live where I live, connect with nature, um, the way that I do on a daily. That's what helps me get through this process. For you that may not have um, the ability to have the access to nature the way that I do, I hope you can get to a park. I hope you can get into some body of water. And if you can't do that, then get outside, because you know what? You're probably feeling very ungrounded at this time. Take your shoes off and get your feet on the ground. Find a clean place of ground. Put your feet on, because that can be challenging depending on where you live. We've had action going on here the last couple of days. They have paved my street. So I'll tell you a little bit about that. Yesterday was, oh my goodness, I had more traffic on this street than what I have ever seen. We had the big uh, Mack trucks, or I guess that's what they're called, Big Mac trucks, because they're paving. And so there was like maybe 10 of those on the street going up and down from the beginning of the day to, God, it lasted until 9 o'clock last night. And then, of course, the whole process that they do for paving, but it created nothing but a rumble here because it was just nothing but trucks all day. And it kind of made my anxiety go up because it really took me back to living in the city and having so much traffic and all that around me. And it reminded me of what I did not miss and why I came home. In that whole process, I couldn't even hear the birds. And I think the birds did disappear because they didn't like it was like a bass rumble because those big trucks are they carry a sound of their own, and I don't think there's anything natural about it. However, I am very pleased with the job that they have done, and maybe that this is the same time that I should give a shout out to the new counselor that got in for our ward, and that would be Niall Harding, who definitely was a man of his word. So this is a shout out to you too, Niall, because me and you had a few conversations because you did take the time to get to know the people in your neighborhood and know what their concerns were. And this just happened to be a concern of both of us, that the road here was deplorable and extremely dangerous. So, um, a shout out to you because you said that that was going to be one of the first things that you tackled, and you did, and you did. So you are appreciated, and I hope that you know what you are finding some sort of fulfillment in your position as we go through these crazy, crazy days of change. Anyways, getting back to my point to this video, I'm just checking in to let you know that if you are feeling like at different points that you know what you are not connected and all of that, and that why is this and that coming up, it's because you're aligning. That is a part of the alignment. That feeling of feeling disconnected, it's going to leave you with a void because those people, places, and things that you are disconnecting from or have disconnected from will leave you with a void, and it might feel empty. My advice is set into it because there's more to come. Because as you are by yourself in this moment, the universe is actually lining you up with your people, with your people who are more aligned on your frequency. Which brings me to the point of where we are at right now. There is a division that we are going to start to notice very soon because of the alignment of this moon and planets and what we have just come through. That alignment is going to be coming more into full effect, and you're going to start to experience it and see it in ways of in which it's going to be more clearer. So I'm just coming in to let you know that you know what, everything is going to be all right. If you are feeling like you are needing a rest. Don't try to do anything like you would have normally done it. Remember, your whole body is going through an upgrade from your nervous system to your heart to your whole thing. And that's another thing. You may have experienced different symptoms, like you know what, the inability to sleep. Your sleep routine has been messed up. Find yourself waking up at different hours, early hours. That's okay. That means you're upgrading. Take those times when you wake up to be in silence, because this is when the spirit realm is at its. That's when they're at their work. They're doing most of the work because there's less distractions. So Those feelings that you're experiencing right now, from disconnect to loneliness to whatever, um, they are necessary. And it should also remind you that you are doing the work. So as I said, I'm not going to make this a long video. Um, Make sure you catch tonight's live. I'm having 3 degrees of divination and love. And my girl Alana is going to be coming on, and we're going to be furthering the discussion of spirituality versus religion, and unpacking a video. So that's going to be a hot discussion. As I said, find your grounding if you are not grounded. Remain 10 toes down, knowing that you are going to be all right. And as this sun shines, and I hope it's shining where you're at, embrace it. And if you are surrounded by nature, the way that I am, with birds and trees and grass and flowers and different animals, embrace that. Embrace that. Find your gratitude, because there's so much to be grateful for. The fact that we're here for this moment. In saying that, I will leave you sending love, peace, healing, good vibrations, while you remain standing 10 toes down, knowing who you are, and continuing to make a great day. Bye.